Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with my beautiful wife Karina from beautiful Venezuela. It's time for your live stream, your K1 visa green card live stream. You want to know how to process a K1 visa and you don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars with an immigration attorney? This is the place to be. If you want to process your green card without spending thousands of dollars with an immigration attorney, this is the place to be. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney, but I've got 9 years of experience in doing this. I don't give you any legal advice. I don't work for the U.S. government. I don't work for USIS, and I don't work for any of those companies that charge you money to process a simple thing like a green card and or a K1 visa. I've got 9 years doing this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I can do it in my sleep. Karina went through the K1 visa process just like you guys, and right now she's waiting for her green card to get adjudicated at the Chicago location. Chris and Emil checks in. Hi, Chris and Emil, what's going on? How are you guys doing? How's your life going? How's everything? I know you're a success story, and guess what? I forgot to get a bottle of Mountain Dew for the super salutes. So my beautiful wife is going to zip out and get the Mountain Dew for me before I forget. Any success stories for the Philippines? Well, there's always been success stories for the Philippines. The problem we have with the Philippines isn't so much a problem, but it's just a slowing down the process. Is that the doctor at the Manila Hospital, Extension Hospital, St. Luke's, has been asking for sputum tests for tuberculosis in checks. That's just been the slowing up process. So people have had to wait 6-8 weeks for sputum tests to come back once they get to their K1 visa interview. So they go to the visa interview and they get the 221G. They wait for their sputum test to come in, and then they get their K1 visas. And Karina's back with the Mountain Dew, which I forgot. It's my fault. It's my fault. Thank you, mi amor. Gracias. Gracias. Ren S. Diego, the embassy gave my fiance his sealed medical exam back after the interview. Can we use it for the adjustment of status? Absolutely, you can. Good job. So you're going to save yourself a repeat medical exam. But remember, it's only good for 6 months. But when it gets to the United States, it's good for infinite. So you're good. You can use it. Good job. That's very rare that I see that. Okay, that's a rarity, but you lucked out. You can use it. Caleb, Diego, I have case number from the NVC, the National Visa Center in New Hampshire, gave you a case number. Do I also need the invoice number? What is it for? Thanks. Well, the invoice number is used when you go to process the K1 visa in the SEAC account. Some embassies ask for the invoice number, some embassies don't. When I've processed Karina's visa interview in Bogota, Colombia, all they asked for was the case number and the confirmation number of the DS-160. They didn't ask for the invoice number. But there's some places that are asking for invoice numbers. In Tokyo, our cat wanted to be part of the deal. He wanted to be part of the live stream, and now he wants to go out. So once he leaves, that's it. Okay. He's not coming back in. Chris and Emil, okay. Chris and Emil, if you can make a video for success stories for the Philippines in Manila, okay, I can do that. I can do that. So if you're from the Philippines watching right now and you have successfully completed your K1 visa, send me your details from NOA 1 date, NOA 2 date, MVC processing, ready status, in transit, and all that, and embassy and the visa interview date, and I'll make a video about it. The Philippines are successfully processing K1 visas, the embassy there in Manila. But like I said, there's been some people getting delayed because of the sputum test for the TB check. Now, the doctors are being overly cautious in the Philippines. Why? Because the U.S. government is telling them to do it. Okay, this isn't controlled by the doctors in Manila, Philippines. It's controlled by the State Department, who are running the show. So the doctors in the Philippines have to follow the orders of the State Department. Red S, yes, I'm trying to save money. I don't blame you. This immigration process ain't cheap. It's expensive. You got to pay for the green card, RENS. That's going to be $1,440. That includes the biometrics. Okay, when you get your prometido in America, you get married in Texas, right? You're in Texas. You get married. You file for the green card. It's $1,440. If you want to get a work permit, which I don't recommend, it's only good for 90 days. It's $260, something like that. And then if you want to do the advanced parole thing, that's over $600. That's $630. So let's say you go full blown work permit and advanced parole. You're looking at $2,330 just for a freaking green card. And that money's being used to process asylum seekers coming to America. So you are paying for asylum seekers. Okay, that's why it's so expensive now. Let me see. Renes, I'm trying to save money. Keep on saving money, Renes, where you can. Caleb, you can make one for Mexico soon as well, Diego, if you want. Yeah, Caleb, if you want, once you get your K1 visa approved and everything's wrapped up, I'll do a video for you. If you're watching this channel and you want me to make a personal video for you about your success story from NOA 1 to visa in hand, I'll make a video for you. I do it for free, guys. Then you'll have a memory of this process in years to come, in the future, years and years and years from now, when you're waiting and waiting and waiting for everything to get done. I'll make a video for you. Just send me the details. I need to know the date of the NOA 1 letter, the date of the NOA 2 letter, etc. The MVC, the welcome letter, when your visa interview was, and whatever else you want me to add in the video to personalize it. I'll do it for you. Jonathan Linda, once the green card arrives for adjustment of status, what documentation do we need to retain with respect to the medical and vaccines for when we extend the green card in 2 years? I'm really not really aware of any medical exam that's required for the 10-year green card. If you made it through the medical exam in the embassy and the medical exam in the United States for the 2-year green card, I don't recall there being a medical exam required for a 10-year green card. But you're asking me what documentation do we need to retain? From that, well, you don't need to keep the medical exam. I mean, you've already done it. You don't get another you don't do a repeat medical exam. You may have to repeat the biometrics. The immigration department will decide, the consular officer will decide when you apply for your 10-year green card if you have to repeat the biometrics. If the consular officer feels you don't have to repeat biometrics, you don't even have to do that. You just basically lifting the conditions off your 2-year green card. What documents do you need to lift conditions off your 2-year green card? Well, you got to have your marriage certificate. You got to have copies of your passports, both spouse and beneficiary, blown up copies of your passports, biographic pages. You got to have proof of your 2 years living together in the United States, electric bill, water bill, gas bill, trash bill, homeowners association, joint bank accounts, library card, Sam's Club card. You got to have all that information ready to go for your 10-year green card. Basically, when you apply for your 10-year green card, you're going to repeat everything you did for the 2-year green card, except you're going to extend the timeline. You're going to have more evidence. You take a trip together. Karina and I are going to go to Las Vegas, guys, August, right in around there. Once she gets her green card, we're going to take our trip to Las Vegas. And I'll keep the plane tickets from the trip. I'll keep the hotel receipts and the dinner dates and everything that we do in Las Vegas. I will keep all that evidence. That's going to go in her 10-year green card application. Okay? So basically, keep collecting your evidence. Create a file right now. Put a file together. You just got your 2-year green card, right? Put a file together and start collecting evidence for your 10-year green card, like today. Don't wait until 10 minutes before you got to submit your 10-year green card application. Don't wait to the last minute. Start putting your evidence together today for 2 years in the future. And actually, it's less than 2 years. It's 21 months, because you're going to minus 3 months. So you got a 24-month green card minus 3 months. You're going to apply for the 10-year green card 3 months before the 2-year green card expires. That's very important that you do that. Let me see. Ren S, especially for the adjustment of status process. His airline ticket is so pricey, but his passport is ready, and I'm so tired of the distance. I wanted to come in May. Well, that's right now. May's this month, Ren S. You're almost there. Give yourself 2 months to put the green card application together. Okay? Put the green card package together. Give yourself 2 months to do that. 77 podcast. Hi Diego. Hi Diego. Where to go to get married when your fiance made it safely to the U.S.? Wherever you want. We got married on Navarre Beach in Florida, in the Panhandle, near Pensacola. You can get married wherever you want. You can get married in a church. You can get married in a government office. You can get married in a synagogue, in a mosque, wherever you want to go. The church, a pastor. It's your decision. Francois, good evening, Diego and Karina. Big thanks for the video you posted today. Very helpful information. Yeah. Somebody yesterday, or was it yesterday, asked me to make a video about port of entry procedures. Okay. I've made one in the past, so I made a new one. And I'll make new videos for you guys so you keep up to date as to what's going on, so you understand how to do this entry into America. Once you got your K1 visa and your passport, now what are you going to do? Well, you're going to fly to the United States. Then what are you going to do? You're going to go through a Border Patrol checkpoint. So I made a video on what to expect and how to process it. It's not very long. It's like, 8-minute long video. Chris and Emma, NOA 1 is November 9th, 2022. I was approved NOA 2 January 25th, 2024. Now it is ready. Status March 5th, 2024. Now next step is to do the DS-160. She will fill out and process. There you go. Just be careful on the DS-160. Don't make any mistakes. Don't make any typos. Don't mess it up. Don't make any spelling mistakes on the names. Don't transpose numbers on passport numbers. Don't mess it up. Take your time and go slow. Jay Baxter, good morning, Ross family. I know I asked yesterday about when I get my NOA 2, but today I got notice on an app I use saying it's approved. There you go. So now I just got to wait for the email NOA 2 letter. It's not an email. Basically, it's going to come in the mail. You're going to get a letter in the mail with the NOA 2 letter in it. Open the letter very carefully. You don't want to tear the NOA 2 letter. The NOA 2 letter is your lifeline right now. Okay, when you get the NOA 2 letter, open the envelope carefully, don't tear it, and make 3 or 4 copies of it. And email a PDF copy to your beneficiary. Okay, you don't have to send the original. You don't have to bring the original NOA 2 letter to the visa interview. You don't have to put the original NOA 2 letter in the green card application. You need a copy of it though. You got to get a copy of the NOA 2 letter for the visa interview. You got to have a copy of the NOA 2 letter for the green card application. Okay. And I would also include a copy of the NOA 2 letter for the 10-year green card application also as a backup, just as extra evidence. Okay. So congratulations, Jay Baxter. You are right there at the finish line now. You just got to wait on the MVC part. They're gonna look through it. The National Visa Center is going to look through it, your K1 visa package. When the USCIS sends it to MVC in New Hampshire, they'll look at it, make sure there's no mistakes. If there's no mistakes, then they're going to go ahead and send it off to the embassy. And then you'll get in transit status, and you'll get ready status and all that. Jonathan Linda, that's nice. Thank you, Diego. At least we get a break on redoing the medical for the 10-year green card. Yeah, there's no medical exam required for the 10-year green card that I've ever seen. But this is 2024. Karina's going to apply for her 10-year green card in 2026. So who knows what's going to happen between now and 2026, right? Who knows? But right now you don't. Chris and Emma, she is in Manila now to get her her NBI clearance. Okay, I know what that is. No problem. And cost $600. And after that, focus on the DS-160. The DS-160s are free. There's no charge to fill out the DS-160. It's totally gratis. It's totally free. But you do have to pay for the consular processing, which is $265. And Francois Livingston just told me to give a Mountain Dew salute to Jay Baxter. And you're absolutely right, Renex. excuse me, Francois Livingston, you're absolutely right. You're paying for these Mountain Dews. You're with your. So I'm going to give a Mountain Dew salute, so you can read it. There's Diet Mountain Dew. Karina says I can't take the real Mountain Dew, so I got to go with the this cap instead of the green. But that's all good. Jay Baxter gets a Mountain Dew salute for getting the visa approved. Congratulations, and Francois, thank you for the reminder, man. I usually don't forget. So Chris and Emil, the DS-160 is free, okay? 77 podcast. How long the fiancé got to stay in the U.S. before she becomes a citizen? 3 years from the issue date of the 2-year green card. So you get your 2-year green card and you look at the issue date on the 2-year green card. You add 3 years. So let's suppose in Karina's 2-year green card is an issue date of, let's say, August of 2024. So 2025, 2026, 2027. August 2027, Karina's going to be applying for U.S. citizenship. But then you minus 3 months before that. So August, July, so then you go August, July, June. So June of 2026 is when she would do it. 3 months before. But remember, you have to apply for the 10-year green card when the 3 months before the 2-year green card expires. So you get your 2-year green card, you get the issue date. Make a picture of it, make a photocopy of it, blow it up nice and big so you can read it, okay? Put it in a safe place, because you're going to include that 2-year green card in your application for the 10-year green card. Don't forget to do that. So you got a big blow-up copy of the 2-year green card. You put it in the 10-year green card application packet, okay? 3 months before the 2-year green card expires, you apply for the 10-year green card. Then you go back into the waiting. You get the 10-year green card. Look at the issue date on the 10-year green card. It's going to be the same as the one you got on the 2-year green card, okay? And then all you got to do is add a year to that. So a year after you get your 10-year green card, you can be applying for U.S. citizenship if you are married to an American citizen. Now, if you come to the United States on a work visa, and then you get permission to live and work in the United States on a work visa, then you got to wait for 5 years before you can apply for U.S. citizenship. If you are a beneficiary and you come to the United States on a 2-year green card, you marry your American citizen sponsor, and let's suppose you bring a K2 over. He's like 16, 17, whatever, and that beneficiary on the K2 joins the military, the U.S. military. He can with the green card. The U.S. military will pay for U.S. citizenship processing for that individual. It's totally free. So if you come over to America with a K2 who is like 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, and that person joins the military, the U.S. military, that K2 will get a free processing for citizenship, and it'll be an expedited U.S. citizenship. So if you got any kids coming to America, like we're the kids in America, remember that song? Tell your K2s, come on, let's go down to the recruiting office. You're going in the Navy or the Marine Corps, or the Army, or the Coast Guard, or the Merchant Marine even, right? Don't forget the Merchant Marine, guys. You get your citizenship for free. Let's see here. Priyanka. Hello, Diego and Karina. What's going on, Priyanka? How's everything in Alabama? You're in Alabama, right? Ren S., do you think all the K1 evidence from wedding plans to my WhatsApp chats and pics of both my trips to Ghana can be used in the adjustment of status? Ren S., absolutely 100%. You will do that. So I'm going to give you a Mountain Dew salute for thinking ahead. Keep thinking ahead like that, and you're going to be perfectly fine with this process. Yes, Ren S., you're going to include all that in the adjustment of status paperwork. When we filed for Karina's green card, we had pictures going back to 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. We went back to 2021 with pictures together, and I put them all in the green card application. So the immigration officer is going to go, okay, well, these guys have been together, 4 years almost. Lots of evidence, right? Evidence. You're going in front of the judge. I didn't do it, judge. I swear I didn't do it. I'm innocent. Where's the evidence that you're not guilty? Oh, it's right here, right here, right here, right here. Okay, not guilty. Next, you're free to go. Look at the green card application and the K-1 visa application like you're going in front of a judge. You're trying to prove your case. In order to prove your case, you got to have evidence, right? The more evidence you have, the greater the opportunity, the greater the chance you'll qualify for the benefit in the eyes of the immigration officer. Let me see here. Francois Livingston, congratulations, Jay Baxter. Diego, Mountain Dew salute for Jay Baxter. Francois, thank again for the reminder. Jay Baxter, you get a Mountain Dew salute for your approval on your K-1 visa. Now you're going to hang out with us, and we're going to get you through the interview at the embassy, right? The scary visa interview. And then we're going to get you through the green card process. Let me see. Priyanka, I got my employment authorization and advance parole approved. Do we have to inform USCIS if we get a job or change a job? No, you don't. Do we have any limitations for how many jobs we can do? No, you don't. You're in America now, Priyanka, with a work permit. Now you're just waiting on your green card. You'll get that later. But now you got a work permit. If you want to start 3 businesses, 2 corporations, and you want to be the president of all those companies, you go right ahead and do it. This is America. This is the land of the free. It's a republic. It's a capitalist free market economy. It will be a stronger economy on election day. In November, we have an election, and we're going to probably fire the person currently running the country, and we're going to get a new president. I got a feeling, okay, who's going to be pro-business. Right now, we don't have a pro-business government, okay? We don't, but we're going to get one very soon. You can become a millionaire, Priyanka. You have an opportunity to be a millionaire in this country. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger came to the United States of America from Graz, Austria, as a bodybuilder. He got his work permit through Joe Weider. Joe Weider gave him a work permit, got him a work permit, you know, that like you have, Priyanka. And what did Arnold Schwarzenegger do? He started a construction company, building stuff, building apartments, building walls, building homes. He started a construction company, laying concrete. In 3 years, he was a millionaire. How about that? He was a millionaire before he was 25, just by starting a construction company. But what did he do? Sweat, 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 hard work, hard work, hard work, sweat. The harder you work, the luckier you get. Okay? As soon as we get rid of this current government that's occupying the White House, we'll get a new pro-business government in there that doesn't want to tax you for everything that you own. Boom. Life is going to be good. Starting in January of 2025. And congratulations, Priyanka, on getting your work permit. Now focus on becoming a capitalist, run a business. Jay Baxter, thank you. Jay Baxter. And I'm thanking Francois because I didn't give you a super chat right off. I didn't give you a Mountain Dew salute right off the bat. Shame on me. Let me see here. Jay Baxter, thank you. Chris and Emil, last update is 62 days of State Department status. Okay. Priyanka, since employment authorization has been approved, can I expect an RFP for public charge? I doubt it. I don't think you're going to get it. I think immigration's going to know that you messed up page 13 and 14 by accident. They can already see your husband's income is way above the minimum income. They're going to probably just give you a break and send you the green card. Okay. Jonathan Bolton, buenas noches, Karina. Y Diego, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Tenemos una entrevista por mi esposa. Bien? Sí. That was good. Buena noticia. Gracias, Jonathan.
Suerte, mucha suerte.
Mucha suerte, sí. Es bien. Francois, sorry, I didn't mean to put my nose in it. Francois, you can put your nose in it anytime you want, okay? This is your YouTube channel. Guys, you got to keep me in mind. Sometimes, you remember, I'm trying to remember what countries you guys are all from. I mean, there's like 260 countries, is it? I don't know how many countries. There's a lot of countries. But watch the channel. India, beautiful India, Peru, Philippines, England, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea. Venezuela. We got people in Venezuela watching the channel. So I keep digging Maduro, the communist dictator. I keep sticking my finger into his eyeballs every now and then, because I know my friends in Venezuela are watching the show and they love it when I do that. Hey, Maduro, in July, you're out of here, dude. Okay, unless you do a fraud election, like, anyway, that's just my opinion. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if it's going to be a fraud election. Honestly, I don't know. It's up to the people of Venezuela, right, to decide their president. But Maduro is just a total communist dictator. He wants to invade Guyana, I think. Well, he's threatened Guyana. He wants to take all their oil. I mean, who is this guy? Seriously. Renes, thanks, Diego. Let me see. Sorry, I didn't mean to put my nose in it, Francois, but it's become a tradition on this amazing channel where everyone has been given a Mountain Dew salute. That's exactly right. And Francois, you're going to get a Mountain Dew salute for keeping me in line. Okay, this is your channel, okay? CK, how long does it take for USCIS to send a K1 visa to the home country? Well, what's the home country? And USCIS doesn't send K1 visas to the home country. The National Visa Center does. So the USCIS looks at your K1 visa. They adjudicate it. They like it or they don't. If they like it, you get approved and you get an NOA2 letter. When the embassy in whatever country it is you're in, your beneficiary lives in, when it gets freed up, when there's not a lot of heavy workload, the National Visa Center in New Hampshire gets your K1 visa. They look at it. If there's no mistakes, they will send it to the embassy. If there's any mistakes in the K1 visa package that USCIS didn't catch, they will send it back to USCIS. That happens probably 1 in 1,000 times. Very rare that happens, but it happens. So the MVC has the K1 visa. There's no mistakes. They send it to the embassy. You get in transit. When the embassy gets it, you get ready status. And then things start happening pretty quick, right? So the home country doesn't, and it's going to be, America is going to be your home country. Karina's home country is the United States of America. Okay. She was born and raised in Venezuela. She worked as a capitalist entrepreneur in Colombia for 6 years. Now she's in America. This is her country. All right. Her family's in Venezuela. She's not going to forget Venezuela. But right now, she's working towards becoming an American, right? Mm-hmm. That's how it works. You can live in America, become American. Okay, you're not here on vacation. You're here to live and work and build something good. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look what he did. I think the greatest day of his life was when he became a U.S. citizen. And then he went on to become governor of California twice. He can't become president because he's not a natural-born citizen, but he was governor of California. If you come here from India, from the Philippines, from whatever country, if you like politics, go into politics. When you become a citizen, you could be the governor of Illinois one day. Who knows, right? The opportunities here are just endless. You just got to go work for it. You can't sit at home waiting for it to be handed to you on a plate. You got to go get it. Let me see. 77 podcast. I think the spouse visa makes you save money more than the fiance visa. Yeah. The spousal visa is less expensive than the K1 visa. But the spousal visa, it's a pain in the backside to process. It's a pain. I've been through one. It was just a freaky nightmare. Okay. K1 visa is the easiest way to go. It's the most efficient way to do it, even though it takes maybe a little bit more money. Okay, I don't care. I invest in Karina's future. It's in my family. It's in my family. Karina's my wife. Okay, she's right here. If we went to a spousal visa, I'd be still throwing eggs at the freaking computer because I'm so frustrated with the National Visa Center trying to upload documents. When you go through a K1 visa, you don't have to upload any documents to anywhere other than your passport picture for the DS-160. That's it. It's easy process. It's a little more expensive. Okay, who cares? I want to go the easy way, not the hard way. Priyanka, thanks Diego and Karina for the support. All your support, green card case decisions Time showing 4 months. How accurate is it? It's accurate. It's very accurate. Absolutely right. Spot on there, Priyanka. It's accurate. Ren S. Told my fiance to save all K1 evidence and bring it back to me when he... That's correct. You're way ahead of the game, Ren S. You should... I wish I could send you a super chat, but I can't, okay? But you are way ahead of the game. You're doing great. Ren S, you went through all this stress, you know, and now everything's coming together quicker than you anticipated. Francois Livingston, you're almost there. Chris and Emil, exciting time. That's correct. CK, once received in home country sends an email. Home country is not the home country anymore. Okay? It's the old country. It's the country you used to live in. It's not the home country. The home country is America. This is the old country. Remember, you're moving to America to live. This is your country. The United States is going to be your home. You're going to become an American. You're going to put on an American bowl cap. You're going to put on an Uncle Sam t-shirt. You're going to get some baseball mitts and a baseball bat, and you're going to learn how to play baseball, and you're going to become an American, right? So, CK, I'll rephrase it. Once received, and the old country sends an email that they have received the visa from the petitioner, how long is one required to be in the old country before going to the United States? When you get the K1 visa in your passport, you got 6 months to use the K1 visa. But the time starts on the date of the medical exam. So Karina had her medical exam on November 8th of 2023 in Bogota, Colombia. That's the time clock. That's when the time clock started for her K1 visa, because you cannot enter the United States on an expired medical exam, and it's only good for 6 months in Colombia. So you got 6 months to use the K1 visa from the date of the medical exam. Karina got her K1 visa December 29th of 2023, and we flew to Miami, Florida on January 3rd. So we spent New Year's in Bogota, Colombia. That's like my third one. And then we got to Miami. Ren S, congrats, Jay Baxter. Francois, I am super happy for all of the K1 visa graduates. Yeah, this is K1 visa school, right? This is the class of K1 visa. You're in class right now, and you're learning how to do the green card, you're learning how to do the K1, the embassy interview. If you want to go through a spousal visa, I'll help you with that. Or if you want to get a tourist visa, I'll help you with that. But I don't know anything about student visas. Not a thing. Let me see here. Chris and Emil to Francois. Thanks. It will be here like maybe around September or October, or when the plane ticket is cheaper. There you go, when the plane ticket is cheaper. But medical and interview process, she has to be flying to the United States in 15 days after. No, you got 6 months. The K1 visa is good for 6 months from the date of the medical exam. After that, we're going to get married. And then, yes, she will be here before the election. There you go. Karina's looking forward to the election here in November 5th, okay? Karina's looking forward to it. Because, she's never been to a U.S. election before. Now, she cannot vote. She's not a U.S. citizen. She can't vote, okay? But she's going to be eating the popcorn, watching the election. It's an exciting time. She's learning about American history. She's learning about the American political process. She's learning about how many states are in America. How many states? ¿Cuántos distritos aquí en Estados Unidos? 5-0. She knows all this. Okay? Right here, the American flag. All right? Let me see. Let me do it this way. How many stars are on the American flag? How many stars? 50 stars for 50 states, right? And how many stripes? 13, right? Am I right? Red. What is the red? What does the red in the American flag mean? What do those red stripes mean? What does it mean? What is the red? It means the blood that was shed for our freedom by patriots. The American Revolutionary War, the Civil War. Well, the red is the blood that was shed for freedom in our country. We're a free country. Well, we're sort of free right now. We got this socialist president trying to destroy our economy, and he's doing a pretty good job at destroying our economy right now. But we have elections every 4 years, and Americans are getting sick and tired of this guy. It's nothing personal, Mr. Biden, but you're out of here in November. We're done. We're washing our hands. We're a capitalist republic. Okay, we don't like being told we got to do this and we got to do that. We don't like being told that you're going to tax us 50% of this and that. We don't want to hear it. You're out of here. You're done. Let me see. Priyanka, thank you, Diego and Karina. No worries. And it's 4 months. It's the window of time for the green card application. Francois is happy for everybody. CK, I mean the National Visa Center to Kenya. Okay, this is what happens, CK. The USCIS in California, Texas, Nebraska, wherever it is, once they give you an NOA2 letter, then they're going to wait for the U.S. Embassy in Nairobi, Kenya to get unbusy. If the U.S. Embassy in Nairobi, Kenya is busy, then your K1 visa is going to sit on a shelf at the National Visa Center in New Hampshire for as long as it takes until the embassy gets unbusy. Now, the embassy in Nairobi, Kenya isn't really a busy embassy, so you're not going to have to wait that long. Okay? So, your K1 visa goes to the National Visa Center. They check it. There's no mistakes. They call the embassy in Nairobi, Kenya. Hey, you guys busy? I got a K1 I need to send to you. No, we're not busy. Ship it. Boom. DHL courier mails your K1 visa package to the embassy in Nairobi, Kenya. It could probably go from New Hampshire to New York to wherever. It's going to bounce around a little bit, and then it's going to get to Kenya. The embassy is going to get it, and then you're going to get in transit, and then you're going to get the ready status when the embassy in Kenya is ready for it. It could take probably 2 to 3 months to get through that, okay? You got it. CK, you understand what I just said there? Let me see here. Jay Baxter, thanks, Ren. Now another 2 to 4 months until it goes to Thailand. That's correct. Chris and Emil, can you do the success story for all the video chatters that have all gotten approved visas? Well, I can do that. I mean, but there's I don't know how many people we helped. What? Mm-hmm. I don't know, hundreds of people. I mean, there's lots of people. The first lady I helped was from South Africa. She was a spousal visa, and the NVC was blocking her visa. They wouldn't schedule her visa interview in South Africa and Johannesburg because of income. Okay, and I said to her, "Do you have a house? Do you have a car? Do you have bank account?" She goes, "Yeah, I got a ton of money in my bank account. I got a house paid off." I said, okay, get all that information, send it to the NVC, and you'll get your visa approved. So she did what I told her to do, and lo and behold, the NVC unblocked her spousal visa, and they scheduled her husband's visa interview in Johannesburg. And then at 2 o'clock in the morning, about, I don't know, a month later, I got a message in YouTube with a picture of her husband arriving, waving American flags I think he landed in New York City. And she was thanking me because I spent a month and a half helping her get her husband here because she didn't know what to do. She didn't have, all she knew was that the NVC was blocking her spousal visa because of income. So I unblocked it. Now they're here in America, living the good life. And, you know, I don't know how many people I've helped. I mean, a lot. Let me see. Jonathan Bolton, spousal visa takes longer. Yeah, Jonathan, the spousal visa is a pain. I don't like it. Francois, K1 visa gives you sleepless nights and early white hair. Yeah, whoa, okay, look at that. Francois, join the white hair club, right? CK, National Visa Center said they will be sending to the home country. It's not the home country, it's the old country. The National Visa Center is going to be sending the visa to the old country, Kenya. How long does it take for it to be sent? It will probably be 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. How long am I needed to be in Kenya before I go to the United States? Kenya is not your home country anymore. The United States is your home country. If immigration think that Kenya is your home country, okay, they may not approve your K1 visa because Kenya is not the home country anymore. The United States is your home country. The home country is the United States. I keep repeating myself. You go into the K1 visa interview and say, this is my home country. The immigration officer might say, okay, well, then you can tell your sponsor to come live in Kenya and make Kenya his home country or her home country. The United States is your home country. Kenya is the old country. Chris and Emil, K1 visa gives you salt and pepper hair. There you go. I've been doing this for 9 years, guys. I think I pretty much graduated from every gray hair I got. Life is just for living. I like that name. Hi, Diego and Karina, just sharing with you. It took me 1 full month to receive text notification from Arizona, okay, that they received my adjustment of status work permit package. Yeah. Arizona's busy. Phoenix, Arizona, they got to deal with Los Angeles. They got to deal with all the West Coast, okay? It's busy. So I wasn't surprised it took them that long. Let me see here. CK, what medical exams do they run on the K1 visa? Well, you're going to get an email from the U.S. Embassy in Nairobi, Kenya, and they're going to tell you what you're going to have to do for your medical exam. The civil surgeon in Nairobi, Kenya will conduct a medical exam on the beneficiary. Okay? That's up to the civil surgeon, what he does or what she does. Life is just for living, so just waiting on the actual mail to get to me. Yeah, be patient. Larry Piercy. Okay, 5:13 on Thursday. Now, you know, Larry, I do a live stream at 6 o'clock on, no, I don't. It's Lunes and Mercules. Okay, Larry, Thursday. But May 13th is Monday. Have you looked at your calendar? Larry, you're a Marine, right? You understand how a calendar works. May 13th is Monday, not Thursday, right? Karina said this is Monday. How can it be Thursday? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 13, 14, 15. So it's 16th. The 14? So it's the 16th of May, Larry. But I'll be there on Thursday, the 16th of May, with Karina to help you with this next step so you don't miss up the interview at the embassy in Thailand. So Thursday. CK, understood. Thank you. CK, I'm trying to protect you from losing your K1. Now, Kenya is no longer your home country. You have a K1 visa approved. America is your home country. Nairobi, Kenya is your old country. You know, you talk to some of these Italian folks that live in New York City. These second, third generation Italians that live in New York that come to America on the ships through Ellis Island, and they were processed through Ellis Island. Italians, all kinds of people. But specifically, I'm picking on Italians. And you ask the Italians who are third generation Italians, what is your country? America. Estados Unidos. America is my country. And they're wearing these patriotic shirts. But your family's from where? Well, my family's from the old country, from Italy. Ah, the old country. There you go. But your country is America. Don't forget that. Okay? Chris and Emil, pepper. Yeah, salt and pepper. Get married and enjoy life. Yeah, we're enjoying life. Man, we're having a blast. We're just waiting on Karina's green card. It's going to take about 4 months. So the start date for her green card application was March 22nd. So April, May, June, July. So at the end of July, Karina will have her green card, hopefully. I think by the end of July. Larry Piercy, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong calendar. Well, yeah, you're on the wrong calendar. It's the 16th of May. Larry, you're looking. Are you looking on a 2023 calendar? Are you too cheap to buy a 2024 calendar? And you're looking on the 2023 calendar. Thursday is the 16th. We'll be there at 6 p.m. You're on June. Yeah, that's what Karina told me. Karina said, Junio. Karina said, you're looking at the June calendar. I said, okay. Well, when we get, we'll get it all figured out on the live stream, and here we are. So we'll see you Thursday at 1800, which is 6 p.m.
Yes.
on Thursday. I don't do a live stream on Thursday. Maybe I'll do a live stream from the restaurant with Larry. What do you, how about that? Life is just for living. 4 months for green card, Diego. That's like work permit. That's the right. So why are you spending $260 on a work permit when you're going to get your green card right after it? Right? Save the money. Put that $260 in your bank and use it for a vacation. Use it as vacation money with your new beneficiary. Priyanka, for 10-year green card, do we have to repeat the medical? No, I've never seen anybody do a repeat medical exam for a 10-year green card. It's not required as of today, which is May 6, 2024. I've not seen it. There isn't one. But you may have to repeat the biometrics. That's the worst case scenario. So you apply for the 10-year green card, you pay the money, and then you wait for immigration to make a decision. No, you don't have to do biometrics. Here's your 10-year green card. It shows up in your mailbox. Or yes, you do have to do biometrics. So how is immigration going to decide whether they're going to make you to repeat the biometrics or not? Well, when you fill out the paperwork for the 10-year green card, 3 months before you're going to send it, 3 months before your 2-year green card expires, you fill out the paperwork for the 10-year green card. They ask you police questions. Have you been in trouble by the police? Excluding traffic tickets? Have you been in trouble by the police? Have you been arrested? Have you been in jail? They ask all these questions. And if you say, yeah, I spent the night in jail for whatever stupid reason, then I'm pretty sure you're going to have to repeat the biometrics. But if you're squeaky clean and never had a problem in the next 2 years, and I'm not directing this at Priyanka, I'm directing this at the process, whoever you are, more likely you won't have to do the biometrics again. But you don't have to do the medical over. Life is just for living. No, I submitted the work permit with the green card application. That was free. Yeah. When Karina applied for her green card, she also applied for a work permit because it was free. There's no cost. Now it's $260. So don't waste your money. If you are applying for a green card after on April 1st or after, don't waste your money. Put the money towards something more beneficial because you're going to get the green card eventually. Chris and Emil, I might drive down there Thursday, eat with you guys, but it's a 4.5-hour drive. Don't do that. That's crazy. Chris and Emil, we'll tell you all about the hangout, the meet and greet that Larry and I and Karina will have. We'll have a meet and greet. Larry and I will have a meet and greet with Karina, and we're going to go over his paperwork for his Prometita's spousal, K1 visa interview in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm going to go over all his paperwork to make sure he didn't mess it up. Personally, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to find them. If I find any mistakes, I'm going to make him fix it. But that's a long drive. I mean, don't do that. Ren S, miracles happen. Guys, I went through hell. Even my lawyer dashed me over, and yet I was approved for the K1. That's right. You really didn't need an immigration attorney to do this, Ren S. You really didn't. Because the stuff you were telling me was messing up stuff, right? Your immigration attorney messed it all up. Then I had to fix it for you, right? Isn't that what happened? I fixed it. That's right. You didn't need the lawyer. Let me see here. Chris and Emil, that's too far to drive. Okay, don't do it. Just stay at home, save the gas, and focus on the green card and the K1. Focus on your visa processing. Ren S, miracles happen. Mapindano K awake. What is the time process for K1 visa now? How many months to get the visa? What country are you in? I got to know what country. Bogota, Colombia is probably 13 months. Mexico is probably 14 months, 15 months. India is about 15 months. Philippines is about 14 months, depending on Sputin tests. Australia is like 11 months. New Zealand is about 11 months. Germany is about 12 months. Help me out. Chris and Emma, okay, yeah, don't drive down here. Just stay where you're at, okay? Just for living. I hate the word lawyer. Well, I mean, we need attorneys, okay? Obrigados is necessary. We need attorneys for some stuff, but not for green card or K1 visa processing, okay? Larry Piercy, what is a parmeteta? And I made a B plus last time Diego checked me. Yeah, you made a B plus on your K1 visa package, right? You made a B plus, but we had to correct some stuff, which saves you from an RFE, right? Yeah, Diego. Yeah. That's enough. I won't go any further. But you made a B plus. Ren S, true. Without him, I could have done it with your help. Yeah, we could have helped you totally without having to pay that guy or lady. Harold A, hey Diego. I want to email the embassy in Bogota, but it takes me to the website. By any chance, do you know what the email I can use in order for me to email the U.S. Embassy in Bogota? The email to the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, I know what it is. At the next live stream, I'll have it for you. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but I'll email it. I'll put it in the remarks here for you on the next live stream. Okay. But I can't remember what it is. There's a process that you got to follow to email the embassy in Bogota now. There's a new process. You got to put the receipt number in the subject line. Okay? And I wish I could remember what the email address was. Yo necesito correo electrónico para Bogotá en Baja. Es in teléfono. In teléfono. Karina's going to go get her cell phone, and we're going to look up the email address for you for Bogota, okay? All right, Harold. So you're not hanging out there waiting. It's bad enough you got to wait for what you got to wait for already. Let me see. Michael Bonsu, my fiance visa was approved on May 2nd in Accra. Congratulations. And now it's Accra, right? That's how you pronounce it. Accra, Ghana, and passport is ready to be picked up. Thank you very much, Diego and Karina. Michael Bonsu. Before Francois reminds me, which is good, Michael gets a Mountain Dew salute for getting approved in Ghana and for getting the passport ready for pickup. That's an awesome, awesome thing. And also for Ren S, too. Karina. Okay, we have one. I'm going to look up the email address, okay, for the embassy in Bogota. I'm a second. I'm not being rude to you guys, but I got to put my eyes down here, okay? And there's a process, and they send you to the freaking to the website now. They send you to the website. This is agricultural affairs. That's commercial. That's public affairs. You don't want that. Hold on a second. I'm going to look. Let me get more questions answered, and I'll find it for you. So congratulations, Michael. Renes, Diego, what's the timeline for the spousal visa for Accra, Ghana? 2 years. 2 years. Mapendano K. Oh, wait. The country is Uganda, but the embassy is in Kenya. Okay. So Uganda. So you're basically in Kenya as an asylum person. That's what I'm thinking, right? You're in Kenya because Uganda, the Kenya is letting you live in Kenya because Uganda's got political instability right now. I'm thinking that's what it is, right? Francois Livingston, over 2 years. Yeah, it's a long wait. Jesse Hughes, hello, Diego and Karina. How are you? I've got an update. I have an update since the last live stream. Jesse, tell us what it is. And I'm looking for this email address. Man, I had it. I was emailing the embassy in Bogota, like crazy, and then they come up with this new process, and I've got to find the email address. Okay, here you go, Harold. This is the email address. I looked at an old email I sent. I'm going to write it down here so you can send them an email, okay? But remember, there's a new process in play. You got to put the receipt number in the subject line, okay? You got to put the receipt number in the subject line, or they will not accept the email. There you go. That's the email, ivbogota@state.gov. Harold A., there you go. Thank you, Karina. She went around and got the phone for me. Ren S., I'm so happy for you and Jay. Ren S., congrats, Michael Bonsu. Yeah. Mountain Dew salute. Because Garner's tough. Larry Piercy, yes, you are right. You keep calling Karina Parmateta. No, I don't. Karina's Karina. I don't call her Parmateta. Prometida. Prometida is fiancé in Spanish. Okay, Prometida. No, Karina, tu escribo para mí. Karina's going to write Prometida in Spanish. I know I can speak Spanish. I can't write Spanish. That's what I keep calling people, Prometida. It's fiancé in Spanish. In English, it's fiancé. But Karina's my wife. So Karina is Esther. Karina's my esposa. But in the pasado, she was my prometida. Larry, she's esposa, right? She's my esposa ahora. Right now, she is. But in Colombia, she was my prometida. Okay, come on. Renes, it's not an easy embassy. That's correct, Renes. Harold A., thanks, Diego. There you go. So you got the email address to the embassy in Bogota, okay? But in the subject line, you got to put the receipt number of your NOA2 letter so that they can find your case. If you don't put the NOA2 number, the receipt number in there, they will not respond to your email. Harold A., thanks for the email. You're no problem. Larry Piercy, I think the immigration meds are working. So Larry, you're on immigration meds. Okay, I'm on immigration meds. I'm on Diet Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew. Karina won't let me drink the other Mountain Dew. I'm on the diet now. I guess my blood sugar doesn't like lots of sugar, but I don't care. But Karina cares, so I'm listening to Karina. So I've been talking for an hour almost. We got a lot of success stories from Ghana, and Rennes, especially. Larry Piercy, I do not know what month it is, but feel good. So Larry, no entiendo que mes. Mes? Or mesa? Mes. So Larry doesn't. Harold, hey, look at that. Man, you get a super chat.
Thank you.
That's a super sticker, Harold A. A super sticker salute to Harold A. Because I saved you a headache. I helped you find the email, the backdoor email to the embassy. Because now they're sending everybody to the website. But now you got the backdoor email address, so now you can go straight to them. And Francois gets a super chat. Look at that. So that's two. Man, I tell you what, guys, Karina, she loves these Hardee's big breakfasts, and you guys keep paying for them. Super salute, super Mountain Dew salute. And Jesse Hughes, on May 6, 2024, we approved your Form I-129F petition for alien fiancé. There's a Mountain Dew salute for that. Receipt number, yeah, we sent you an approved notice. Please follow the instructions in the notice. Congratulations, Jesse. Now you're going to wait for the NOA2 letter. Okay? That's what you're waiting on. Let me see here. And Harold A. and Francois, thanks for those super chats and super stickers. We appreciate you guys. Chris and Emma. Okay, guys, I think I will go to a Mexican restaurant to get a steak burrito with rice and beans. That sounds like a good idea. Chris and Emma, se le casa comer cena americano. Do you want Mexican? Do you want to go eat Mexican food? Now Karina wants to go eat Mexican food. Maybe I'll take her out to eat Mexican food. See? All right. We're going to go do that also. Let me see here. There you go, Larry Piercy. Easy, Harold. There you go, right? You're on the right channel, guys. You're in the right place. You get all this information, right? And I help you. So we're speeding up the process for you guys. Sort of. I mean, I can't speed up immigration. You know, there's companies out there that say, we're going to process your visa rapidly. Well, there's no such thing as a rapid visa. Okay, there isn't. It doesn't exist. Jay Baxter, she just wants you to be with her in a very long time. There you go. Jesse Hughes, they are supposedly sent because I was told the petition was approved on the February 23rd. We'll see what happens. February 23rd. So you should. So you're waiting on the NOA2 letter, right? You should have it. It should. Let me see here, Jesse Hughes. Let me play catch up. On May 6th, 2024, we approved your form. Okay, so on May 6th, you got the K1 visa approved. That's today, right? You got it approved today. So in about 10 days from now, you'll have your NOA2 letter. In about 10 days. So if you can wait 7 days, 10 days, you'll have it in your hand. But when you open up the NOA2 letter, okay, be careful with the envelope. Don't be opening it in a big hurry. Get one of those letter opener thingamajiggers, you know, like this, and open up the letter with a letter opener so you don't damage the NOA2 letter. Let me see. Larry Piercy. Seriously, Diego, I think this has caused brain damage. Larry, you had brain damage you joined the Marine Corps, right? So you had brain damage already. You should have joined the Navy. I was in the Navy for 20 years. You went in the Marine Corps. Okay? But I'm not bashing the Marines. Okay? Marines, we appreciate you guys and ladies for protecting our country. Let me see. Life is just for living. Hey, Diego, you are great at immigration advice. I love real estate. Do you think a start as a real estate agent in Vegas could do well as a full-time job? Yeah, it can, as long as you work hard. Remember, first thing you got to do as a real estate agent is you got to go through school. You got to go through real estate law school. You got to understand the legalities of selling real estate. Okay, you got to pass a class first. Then you got to pass a state exam. And in Nevada, now Las Vegas is in Clark County, Nevada. You're going to have to get a business license for Clark County. You're going to have to get a state license for Nevada, and then you're going to have to become a real estate agent working for a broker. Okay? You start working for a broker for at least 2 years. If you like selling houses and you do good at it, which I'm sure you will, then you could after 2 or 3 years as a real estate agent, then you could become your own broker. And then you don't have to work for anybody. You're the boss. But for the first 2 or 3 years, you have to be working for a broker, so you learn the intricacies of selling houses where you don't make any mistakes on the paperwork. Let me see here. It's a good idea. Life is just for living. I recommend you do it. Chris and Emil, hey, I got a question. Somehow Boundless emailed me. Boundless? What is Boundless Immigration? Wasn't that a company saying they got clients through the approved application? I've never signed up with them. They say if I need help with the DS-160 interviewing process. So they're soliciting you. They want you to pay them. You pay them some money, and then they'll help you with the DS-160. Don't pay them anything. If you have a question on anything with the green card or the K1 visa, ask me right here. I'll answer the question for $0. It's totally free. Boundless Immigration are just doing their marketing, that's all, which isn't no problem. I mean, that's how they make a living, right? But you don't need to pay them anything, and just delete the email. Just delete it. Chris and Emil. Yeah, there you go. Larry Piercy, true. Jesse Hughes, yes. But see, last time I was here on the stream, USCIS told me by phone my petition was approved on the 23rd. And they were telling me to pay $590 for the duplicate NOA2 that that they never sent me. You got to have the NOA2 letter. And if you don't have the NOA2 letter, you got to pay for a new one, because you got to have the NOA2 letter for the embassy interview and for the green card. You got to include the NOA2 letter in the green card application. You got to bring the NOA2 letter to the embassy interview. Okay? Jay Baxter, nice, Jess. I got mine, saying it was approved. Jesse Hughes, crazy. Jesse Hughes to Baxter. Jay Baxter, nice. And both our women are from Bangkok. There you go. Larry Piercy, something smells, Jesse. Jay Baxter, speaking of real estate, I'm looking at buying a house. Would it be bad if I got a mortgage and bought a home for me and my fiance, so I have it when she arrives? Why don't you wait until she gets to the United States and you buy the house together, and you both put your name on the deed at the same time, and then she gets to look for a house too. Give her an opportunity to go house shopping with you. Go together looking for a house together. Okay, don't do it by yourself. Take her with you, and then when you get married, and then buy the house together, and then put that paperwork in with your green card application. Life is just for living. Diego, you are so smart. Okay, Life for you're going to get a Mountain Dew salute for that. Okay. Now, I did get kicked out of French class, and they put me in advanced mathematics because they thought it would drive me crazy. But it was easy for me. And then and then they said, okay, Diego is good at this. Then they put me in advanced physics. I was taking physics. And then I was doing physics and mathematics. And they said, let's see if we can drive Diego crazy. Let's put him in all these math classes. And I said, okay. But it was easy for me. It didn't drive me crazy. It just gave me something more to do. Let me see. Ren S, I'm sure, will be needed for many who passed the scary visa interview. Jesse Hughes is talking to Larry Piercy. Exactly. I reached out to Congress, put out a lot of feelers, got the NBC response saying they never got my petition despite USCIS website, etc. Ren S, invest in a K1 t-shirts and juice, Diego. Create a line of your own K1 brand. Ren S, you're going to get a Mountain Dew salute for that, okay? I like the way you guys think. This, in America, this is a capitalist country, right? And in a capitalist country, there's no shame in making a profit. Even though, I would have to say that Democrats and some Republicans who are not real Republicans, they don't like to see people make money. They don't. They really don't. Look at Bernie Sanders, okay? He's an independent, I think, senator from Vermont. He said we got to put a cap on what Americans can make. We don't want Americans making too much money. This is a guy with 3 freaking homes and a $200,000 sports car. And he's telling his constituents in Vermont that he wants to put a cap on how much money Americans can make. That's not the way our country works. Now, that may work fine in communist Cuba, but it doesn't work in America. Because Bernie Sanders is a freaking communist, okay? That's what he is. He's a communist. And he doesn't like to see people make and succeed. He doesn't, okay? In America, if you can make $1 million or $100 million or $1 trillion, knock yourself out. See if you can do it. And don't let these freaking politicians, these wormy, slimy, commie politicians, tell you otherwise. Okay? Come to America and be successful. Okay? Let me see here. So Ren S, I like your idea. Maybe I'll go and check out, maybe I'll create an online store where I can sell t-shirts and bull caps or something. I don't know. Let me see here. Jesse Hughes, nope, I'm not paying for duplicate that they never sent. No. If you didn't get it, don't pay for it. And I'm not bending over the barrel. This process is already so much nonsense. That's correct. Don't pay for something you didn't get. But you got to have the NOA2 letter to go to process the green card. If you file for a green card without the NOA2 letter, they're going to ask for it. On the NOA2 letter is your beneficiary's alien receipt number. On the NOA2 letter is the receipt number. You got to have the NOA2 letter. Larry Percy, Diego, something smells. Speaking of Jesse. Well, yeah, it's not good. Right. Rohit, thanks for the video today, Diego. Thanks a lot. No problem. You asked me to make a video. This is your YouTube channel, so I made you a video. If you want me, guys, if you want me to make videos, let me know. Tell me what you want, and I'll make them for you. Jesse Hughes, I'll wait for May 21st to see if they actually send one. Now, being that my case shows approved as of today. That's good, Jesse. You're going to get your NOA2 letter in the mail. Just keep an eye out for it. I think there was some kind of communication mix-up or problem during the process, in your process, which kind of sucks, right? Jay Baxter, yeah, my girl is from Thailand. She lives near Chiang Mai. My dad lives in Chiang Mai. Larry Pierce wants to know if Jay Baxter was a Marine. Jesse Hughes, talking to Jay Baxter, very much love Thailand. My dad loves Thailand. My dad's been living in Thailand for 25 years. My mom died, and then he was working in the Middle East doing stuff, or whatever he was doing. And then he went to Thailand on vacation. And then he kept on going to Thailand on vacation. He met this lovely lady from Chiang Mai, and they got married, and he never came back home. He stayed in Thailand. He didn't want to go through all this immigration like you guys are going through. He said, I'm not going through this immigration nightmare. So he married this lady from Thailand, and he settled in Chiang Mai. Jay Baxter, I'm not. My father was a field medic in the Army. I have never served. Larry Piercy, Chris, Marine is a good one. I am a Marine. Well, Larry was a Marine. He still is a Marine. Once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. That life is just for living. I'm trying to send in a super chat, but it's saying it's not available in my country. And I'm right here so you're in Las Vegas? Las Vegas is in the United States. But I don't know why it wouldn't let you do that. But don't worry, hang in there. Life is just for living, okay? You're in Las Vegas. It's not a foreign country. So I don't know what's going on. And Nevada is a red state, okay? Well, not Las Vegas is controlled by Democrats, okay? But the rest of Nevada is controlled by Republicans. So I don't know what's going on. But Nevada is definitely a red state, which means it's basically Nye County, especially Nye County. Nye County is very conservative, okay? Don't go to Nye County. If you're a Democrat and you go to Nye County and you start telling residents of Nye County what to do, how to live their lives, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, you're going to leave Nye County with a sore head because somebody's going to beat you over the head with something, okay? Nye County is very conservative, and they don't like being bossed around and told by the government what to do. As you know, it's not how it works in Nye County. Nye County is the free state. Now, Las Vegas is in Clark County, and Democrats run Las Vegas. So that's why people are being told, well, you can't wait on this bridge. You can't take pictures on this bridge. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. That's Las Vegas. But in Nye County, it's a different story. Chris and Emil, just kidding, just joking. Rohit, do you have to do big wedding after K1 visa approved to get a green card, or can you do a courthouse marriage? Will that be a problem? Can you tell them it's your budget? Rohit, you just got to get married within 90 days. They don't care if it's a big budget or a little budget. You just got to get married. And you got to prove you got married with the marriage certificate. And then you got to prove you got married by having pictures of your wedding. That's what they want to see. Pictures with family and friends for your wedding. If only 5 people show up, that's okay. Get married in the courthouse. Bring your 5 guests, and then ask the courthouse people, hey, come on, you want to get in the picture with me? You're my guest now at my wedding. All right? You're good, Rohit. Relax. Larry Piercy, if we make a remote, Diego, no cussing. YouTube doesn't like bad language, guys, and it's not necessary. You don't have to cuss to get your point across. You don't. It's not good. Okay, you guys are way more very intelligent. You can get your point across without using bad language. It's not necessary. YouTube don't like it either. Okay, S. Bay, greetings, Diego and Karina. Can a condition like bronchitis be a K1 visa denial? No, it cannot. Bronchitis is not a contagious disease. It's a treatable disease. Okay, it's treatable, so it's not going to cause a K1 denial. Now with bronchitis, you can fix it. You can take over-the-counter medicine for bronchitis. Let me see. Larry Piercy, I will be in Chiang Mai in a couple of weeks. There you go. That 77 podcast. My fiance finally got his interview in Senegal. Can't wait for her to get the visa. 77 podcast gets a Mountain Dew salute. Definitely a Mountain Dew salute. That's good news, S-Bay. And Larry Piercy's going to be in Chiang Mai. Larry Piercy, it's how I talk. Jay Baxter, I'm excited for you, Larry. I enjoy being in Thailand too. I love the food. I love Thai food. I made Karina a red Thai curry. Ricorda te gusta? Mi curry Thailandia. I made Karina a red Thai curry. My dad taught me how to make it back in 1989, I believe. He taught me how to make Indian curry, and he taught me how to make Thai curry. And I made Karina a red Thai curry, a red Thai chicken curry. It wasn't blistering hot. It was medium, and she liked it. See, it was good. Let me see here. Jay Baxter, I'm excited for Larry being in Thailand. Larry Piercy, as normal politicians make Thailand hard for phalanx to live there. Governments have been the problem for every country in the world since the Roman times or before, right? The Romans gave everybody a hard time, especially in Israel, right? In other countries, in England, the Romans invaded England. They made it all the way to the border with Scotland, and then they built Hadrian's Wall. And the Scottish were like, "Come on, Romans, you want to come in here? Come on." The Scottish are tough. They didn't put up with it. But governments have been the problem for the beginning. What did Ronald Reagan say back in the day? Back in, when was it? 1988 or something like that. He said, "I'm with the government and I'm here to help you." Remember that? When President Reagan said that, he was right. The governments are problems all around the world. Let me see here. S Bay Diego, my NOA 2 says it's good up to towards the end of June. Do I do any mailing to anyone specifically? What you need to do is send an email to the embassy and check in with the embassy, and in the subject line of your email put the NOA 2 letter receipt number, and that will extend your NOA 2 letter. Now, if you have a 4-month window of time on your NOA 2 letter, you can extend it by communication with the embassy and with the MVC. That extends your NOA 2 letter automatically, okay? Don't forget that. If you totally just don't respond to the MVC or embassy and your NOA 2 letter expires, then you're up the creek without a paddle. You got to maintain communication with the embassy or the MVC, both. That keeps your NOA 2 letter active. Karina's NOA 2 letter expired September 16th, I think, of 2023. I scheduled her K1 visa interview in Bogota, Colombia on November 16th, 2023. So her NOA 2 letter had been expired for 2 months. But because I maintained contact with the MVC and with the embassy, her NOA 2 letter was automatically extended. What is that? Got fluff on my shirt. So yeah, you want to email the MVC and also send an inquiry to the MVC, print the email, and send an email to the embassy, print the email. That's proof of maintaining communication with the immigration folks. Larry Piercy, is Karina your esposa or palmatada? She's my esposa.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
What?
Why?
Yeah, she's my esposa. In Colombia, she was my prometida. But ahora, now she's my wife, my esposa. Karina, LOL. Look at that. Larry's messing with you.
Palmatada.
Look, Larry, Parmatera is an Italian word, okay? That's Italian. That's an Italian word. Jesse Hughes, I'll be happy to get the permanent residence card and then get a Thai passport for dual citizenship. And my wife will be happy to get her USA passport. So we both will have dual citizenship in due time. There you go. Well, my dad gets his Social Security, his military retirement, his other government job. He got like 3 incomes, and he's not a Thai citizen. He just lives there. Larry Piercy, just you and I remember Reagan, Diego. Reagan, I remember Ronald Reagan. I was in the Navy serving under President Reagan. I was in the Navy following President Reagan's orders. So I respond to the email that says do not reply. You can do that. You can reply to that. But what you got to do is send an inquiry to the National Visa Center so they can see it. Don't respond to a do not reply email. Send an MVC inquiry and check in with them. And that will extend your NOA 2 letter. Jay Baxter, I'll have to get your recipes, Diego, so I can try them. Sure. I can make Indian curry, and I can make a Thai curry, a red curry. I can make a green curry. I can make a yellow curry. Maybe I'll make Karina a yellow amarillo, curry de amarillo. I'll make Karina a yellow curry. But it's chicken. I like the chicken. Okay. There's a secret to how you prepare it. You know, but it's all good. Anyway, guys, we're out of here. I've been talking for almost an hour and a half. I'm hungry. Karina's hungry. I'm definitely hungry. I made these new special secret recipe French fries. Okay, I made these French fries. Karina wants to try my secret recipe, like KFC has their secret recipe for chicken. I've got my secret recipe for French fries, and Karina wants to try them, and they're waiting in the kitchen. So we're going to check out. And today is what? Wednesday? Mercules? Lunes? Today's Monday. Oh, man, I don't even know what day it is. We'll be back on, huh? We'll be back on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Thanks for those super chats, guys. We'll see you. Hair dye. This is real, man. Francois, good night. Thank you for your time. Francois, thank you for the super chat. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.